Welcome and thank you so much for downloading this guide to help you save 2 hours a week in your inbox by working smarter, not harder. So in this video, I'm going to try not to ramble on too much about this guide. It is pretty self-explanatory and pretty much has two parts of setting up a good foundation for yourself and then doing a bit of cleaning up in your inbox. And actually, I should say, I guess, three parts, and then kind of setting a boundary for yourself later on. So yeah, definitely three parts there. And I'm just going to kind of walk you through and give you just a basic overview of how I've kind of structured this guide and my intentions behind it and how you can use it in your business and even just tweak it a little bit to tweak the process to make sure that it works for you, because I know everybody's inbox is a little bit different, some crazier than others and what have you. But I do think having a inbox that is manageable and not taking up too much of your time is super important. Definitely for business owners, 100%. I think our main communication is, especially as online business owners, our main communication is through our inbox. But just in general, our inboxes are just a hub of distractions. Essentially, there is always a notification coming up, whether it needs to be something that you have to do, like an actionable task, if you need to reply to somebody. You get distractions from promotions, for sales, for blog posts, to check out this new thing, or we're working on this, or watch this video. So there is always a distraction in your inbox. So it is imperative, especially as a business owner, to have a process in place in your inbox that works for you and keeps you working smarter, not harder. Make sure that you're not getting distracted, and making sure that your inbox is not tying you down is super duper important. So I'm going to scroll down to the first step here. And this is, yes, essentially setting yourself up for success and building a little bit of a foundation in regards to filing your emails and where they're going to be stored. So I personally think everybody, especially business owners, we should have at least a minimum of 5 folders in our inbox, so, like main folders. I'm not talking about the subfolders underneath. I'm talking about 5 folders, parent folders. There should be at least 5 that you can think of that you need. And I've given you some examples here. And there could definitely be more. My recommendation for your parent folders, for that first level of folders in your inbox, try and keep it as broad as possible. So for instance, say for your bank, or you may even want to just label this like accounting or bank and accounting, what have you. Have that as your parent folder. And if you deal with 2 or 3 banks, maybe you have, your personal funds somewhere at one bank, and then you invest through another bank, have subfolders under this with those names. So you will have bank as your parent main folder, and the subfolders will say if you're in Canada, CBIC, and then maybe a credit union if you're investing. I hope that kind of makes sense there. So try and keep your parent folders as broad as possible, and then branch them out underneath if you do need to. And these are some examples. If you don't have any folders in your inbox and your inbox is at 5,000, 20,000 emails, don't overwhelm yourself with trying to get all the folders right. Start off super duper broad at first and organize using at least a minimum of 5 folders, maybe a little more, and go from there. Set that foundation, and a lot of your emails should be able to be filed under these 5 folders. These should be your most received emails. So yes, like bank, your clients, and I should say most received and important emails. So like your legal, receipts. If you're traveling, that's super important because especially, getting caught up at the airport or something, you're all frantic, you lose something, you want to have those confirmations. So that's always a good one to have as well. So once you kind of have that foundation in your inbox, it's time to start cleaning some of your junk out. Now, depending how cluttered your inbox is, I know that this can definitely take a lot of time. However, it doesn't need to be as overwhelming as you think. So if your inbox is at 5, 10,000 or more emails, this step of cleaning stuff out will be a bit longer of a process. However, if you bite off a little bit each day, you will get done with less, overwhelm and less stress. Just bite off a little bit each day, and you will see in a few days, few weeks' time that your inbox will be getting less cluttered and you will have less emails in there. So at least at the very bare minimum, it is of course better not better, I should say, it's because there's no right way of doing this. You have to do what works for you, what time you have, but of course it will be faster, I should say, if you are filing more than the recommended 20 emails each day, and of course going to be faster if you unsubscribe to more than 2. But I think this is a good and very manageable starting quota for each day to file or delete 20 emails out of your inbox, and then also unsubscribe from 2 emails, promotions each day that you know you no longer need to see. Newsletters, sales, updates on blogs, any RSS type emails that you get updating you on something new, something changed. If you know you no longer need to receive it and it's just clogging up your inbox, unsubscribe to them. So if you are doing this, by the end of the week, you will have unsubscribed or deleted out of your inbox 140 emails and have unsubscribed to 14 promotional email blasts. Now, I know this may not seem like a lot. However, if you take note of 14 promotional email blasts, if you unsubscribe to 14 in 1 week, that is a potential of not the next week, not getting probably 14 to maybe even 24, because I know a lot of emails that I get from systems, stores, they email me, I would say, some of them that are a little bit more aggressive, 2 to 3 times a week. So it does all depend who you're subscribing from, but this can add up because this number here is going to set you up for success, because that means 14 brands, people, stores, communities are no longer going to be clogging up your inbox. 14. So that is going to pay off in the long run, 100%. And if you do have, an overflowing inbox of 20,000 emails, of course, 140 emails probably is not going to make a major dent. However, I am confident even if you spend 10 minutes a day doing these 2 actions, if your inbox is truly overflowing, I'm confident that you would be able to type in a brand's name, a company's name, be able to type in their name in your inbox and be able to bring up a bunch of promotional content that can be deleted. Like, for example, I just kind of cleaned out, I'm not done yet, but I've started to clean out my boyfriend's inbox, and he gets a lot of football, NFL related emails, and I literally typed in NFL, I forget what their little updates are called. And I think it's probably just like NFL probably updates or something like that. Typed it in, and there was, I think like 300 of them. I selected all 300 and they were deleted. And it literally took me a minute to do, probably. I was able to see on the front page of his inbox, there is a few NFL emails, typed it in the search bar, selected them all, and deleted them. So this, as long as you're diligent in doing this every single day, carving out 10 minutes a day for a week, it will make a dent 100%, and also will start setting you up for success by not allowing those promotional email blasts to come to your inbox anymore. The next and last step is setting a bit of a boundary for yourself. Like I said, your inbox is just a hub of distractions for multiple reasons. So setting yourself a reasonable time limit in your inbox in each day is so important. So you do need to determine whether it is best for yourself to check your emails in the morning or at night, or if you do want to split the time a little bit in the morning and a little bit at night, feel free to do so. It is all up to you and what works for you. There's no right or wrong way in doing this, but I do think setting a boundary for yourself is definitely important and imperative if you do want to work smarter and not harder. But how you actually structure that boundary is up to you. So I personally think 45 minutes in your inbox is, again, it is very dependent on you, but I do think 45 minutes is too much because you don't get much productive tasks done when you're in your inbox. And it is, like I said, just a cause for distraction. So after 30 minutes of you being in your inbox trying to get through these emails, you see a shopping email come up from Aritzia or something, you're going to want to go click on that because you are tired of being in your inbox, replying to these emails and, filing away bills and stuff like that. You're going to definitely click on that sales email. It's way more interesting, let's be honest. So try and set a time limit under 45 minutes if you can, whether it's 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, 20 minutes in the morning, 10, 15 minutes a night, whatever the case may be. Set yourself that time boundary, hopefully less than 45 minutes so you don't get distracted, and don't go back in your inbox. Don't do anything in your inbox until the next day at that same exact time. Or if you're doing, a little bit in the morning, a little bit at night, don't touch your inbox until that next designated time. So I hope that this has given you some ideas and some guidance really on how to use your inbox to help you progress in your business and not hold you down, and can help you to work, smarter, not harder. So let me know if you do have any questions by replying to any of my emails or emailing me directly at hello@misssamanthaelizabeth.com. And I'm happy to help. If you have anything you want to run by me, brain dump on me, a question, what have you, please feel free to reach out. I am more than happy to help.